The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork, pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
This man needs medical attention.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
The old method of treatment for a person in this condition was to throw him in jail.
There you go. Hi, everybody. It's 98 KUP, live from the couch at my house. Due to COVID, I am hosting the Morning Sickness away from the boys, who are all in the studio. 7:50 here, and because of Brady's nonstop talk about hog stories back in college, we are late, and it's all his fault. But it's okay. We can get to it right now. The Brady Report is brought to you by Hooters. Brett, tell me about Hooters.
Well, Hooters is a proud sponsor along with Bud Light, and today, head to Hooters and check out our 11 lunch specials, starting at $8. Yeah, 11 of them for starting at $8. That's a good deal. Wash it down with an ice-cold Bud Light. It's Hooters and Bud Light. What else can you ask for?
Easy enough. Thank you, Hooters. Thank you, Bud Light. Brady reported.
Good Tuesday morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, world. Happy National Fast Food Day.
Speaking of hogging.
Yep.
There's a good place to hang out at the end of that drive-thru.
Yeah. Couple of baseless fun facts. Nicolas Cage turned down the roles of Neo in The Matrix, Harry in Dumb and Dumber, and Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
They were all beneath me, Brady. I wanted it to be a different kind of career. That's why I did a movie called Pig.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't watched it.
I heard
Pig
it's
is
good.
so weird. It's good, but it is weird. Like beyond weird, your imagination weird. He's good. The pig's adorable. The story is it's taken with a pig, and it is strange. And then you'll love it, Brady. It's all about, you'll be blown away. It's about
a chef,
the culinary arts.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. The movie's unbelievable. My baby girl in this one is a pig.
It's like John Wick with a pig. That's
kind
the
of
impression that I got of it on the trailer.
Zero action.
Yeah.
It's just strange. By the way, I just got an email. It said, did Brady say that his body creates magic? The only magic trick he has is when he lays on top of her, makes her disappear.
That's an illusion.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. That's great stuff.
Singapore Airlines has a special compartment in some of its planes to hold a body if someone were to pass away on the flight.
Wow.
I know sometimes they just put them in the seat, or they try to find an empty row. Because, like, where do you put the body? Yeah.
Man.
There are only 5 states in America with no state sales tax.
Texas?
Yeah, Texas,
Nevada.
Florida, Nevada.
Incorrect.
Tennessee.
Incorrect.
I don't know. Who? Oh, that's state tax, not sales tax.
Oh.
I don't know. Who doesn't have sales tax?
Oregon, Delaware, New Hampshire,
Hippies.
Montana, and Alaska.
Cucks.
Except for Alaska. They're waving the flag up there, but they've got that pipeline. They got all that oil. They don't need that.
With the labor shortage going on, they polled employees and asked them, have you ever made a mistake at work that you could have been fired for? And 1 in 5 people, 20%, said, yes, I've done a mistake that was fireable, but I didn't get fired.
Did you get caught?
Oh, yeah, they admitted to it, but their boss was like, all right.
We're going to keep you around.
Yeah, we're going to keep you around.
Does that include Christmas parties? Because we had a whole bunch of people there.
Yeah. I don't know if they put that or if it's actual work deal that they messed up on a project or something.
Yeah. When you're palming other ladies' private parts and you still end up going to work on Monday, it's pretty amazing that you got away with that one. But it isn't work-related as much as it is drinking. I don't know that I've made a fireable offense. Like I have, but I mean, I don't know if it. I'm trying to think of like something I've done that's work, not necessarily on the air that somebody didn't like what I said. That's different because that's just the risk we take. But
I remember.
I don't think I've done anything at work that's like, oh, I'm going to get fired for this.
I remember at the old station we worked at, the Christmas party was a hogging theme.
We did hogging at that.
But I guess the whole company was in on it. So
yeah, well, we didn't have an option. Everybody who worked there was a pig.
That bad. Huh?
I was a catch in that building. That's how bad it is. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Have I ever done anything at the office that I'm like, I
know Toledo. I remember back in the day, it was Toledo and Eric when we first started. They had the mast up on the van.
Yeah.
And they drove that into a line. I think Eric was driving.
With the Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Marty
mistake.
mast.
I guess that's one. I guess, that could have been a firing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric was convinced. I mean, we both were convinced we were going to be fired, but
you guys weren't the first ones that
well,
happened.
we loaded Freddie in the back of the van, which was the problem. Freddie needed a ride. We had Freddie's bike in the back of that van.
So many
the
things.
two of us, and we had to rush back to get back to the station.
Forgot about the 20-foot antenna on top of the
dude behind
van.
us was honking away, and he had to swerve to dodge it as it fell off the back of it.
You guys almost power lined yourselves out of existence.
I know.
Terrifying. Yeah, I can't think of anything that made me. Maybe there's a couple of things.
Potentially. On the air.
On the air, that's different. I don't count that.
Some of the production stuff that happened.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
When you were just producing stuff.
Oh, that's the old
Our
station.
old production director.
I had plenty
changing
of
stuff up on.
But I never got caught.
That's what I'm saying. But that would be
You'd have gotten caught.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I thought it was like something
that wasn't a mistake necessarily.
No, God, no. That was a totally intentional.
Intentional.
And I still do it. I'm almost 50 years old, and I'm spending my free time editing Wikipedia pages. I mean, I have no problem altering fact. Yeah, there was one. We had Kiss 1230 at the, what was that thing? The Rhythm of the City.
Yeah.
And it was a radio station the size of the briefcase I'm broadcasting out of right now. And I've told this story before, but I don't think Brett's heard it. Is when I had to do, it wouldn't fly today. I had to do commercials for Kiss 1230, the Rhythm of the City. And we had no black people in the building. And so I was charged with doing all the local voices for the black station. And they would tell me, make it black. Like Jimmy, the salesman that was there was a black guy named Jimmy something. And he couldn't speak in complete sentences at all. Jimmy was hilarious, and he didn't know how to say hello. I think every day he'd come and go, John, happy birthday. Like, happy birthday was his greeting every day. But I had to do a job fair, and I'd be, hey, man, you guys want to come on down to Phoenix this weekend? Check out the job fair that's happening at Kiss 1230, hosting the job fair, and I never did a thing. But in the background, we had a crowd chanting, Mother Effa want a job? Because it ran on a station 0 people listened to. And we thought that someone called and complained because our production guy came running into the room and he goes, oh, there's been a problem. Something went on the air with the F word. And I looked at my friend Colin and we're like, delete it immediately. They've been running for like a month. So the job fair was forever. And we're like, delete it. It was such a funny commercial. But then it turned out that our production director put an unedited commercial on there where a girl sang happy birthday to him on his birthday and included the I want to F you, blah, 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 blah. And it ran on KOY. And all the old people that were on KOY were like, why is this woman talking about having sex during someone's birthday?
That's just great.
And we luckily got away. We used to add, all the old Rob Flanick spots.
That's been done here.
Yeah, when we used to put terrible messages and backmask them in.
Ron Croft.
Yeah, Ron. We would, in the middle of it, come on down to Sonny's Cabaret. Look here, you can get all of the beers for. And it was the thing that was backmasked was always an insult to the family of Ron Croft, the salesperson in charge of that. Which was the funniest. You'd be driving along at night and hear, tonight at Sonny's featured dancer. Something played backwards and you just knew it was Ron Croft doing a horrible thing to a man's penis.
When he had ended the commercial, that was fun. It's so random.
Yeah. Yes, it sounded like they were playing clips of Squid Game.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I guess Brady's right. The additions to all the commercials are fireable. But I don't think I've ever had a sit down in the office and we should let, but we're not gonna for anything that was off the air.
I can think of a couple times like at the old station when our promotions person Renee, when she did that whole pressing the everything without the date without the date on it.
$50,000 in promotional stuff, and she forgot to put the date on it.
She said, "Here's an event happening. Flyers,
whatever you want. Mailers or flyers or something."
Mailers. Yeah. They mailed them out. $50,000 worth of stuff, and I mean they saturated the whole thing. And the one thing they forgot to do is say when the event was. And they covered it by saying, "Well, it'll just create curiosity. People will call." I'm like, people are going to throw that out. That's like writing a letter to a stranger saying, "I'm going to ride my bike someday."
Look at me.
Oh, so stupid. Yeah, she should have been fired and wasn't. There's plenty of that. Like, I know other people that I think should have been fired for things, but not me.
High C is bringing back its Ecto Cooler drink for a limited run to promote the new Ghostbusters.
Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah.
Never knew about it.
If it weren't for Paul Rudd, that Ghostbusters thing is like the most awful idea of all time.
To reboot.
Kid Ghostbusters is worse than Girl Ghostbusters, but Paul Rudd's in it, and I like Paul Rudd, so I'm struggling to say it's the Mason Rudolph of movies.
Well, the other ones come back as cameos, right? Like Bill Murray and Aykroyd and stuff like that.
Are pathetic in their own right. That's just sad to rehash that. Old man Ghostbusters is going to make us all sad because we think of the Ghostbusters, like in your mind, you don't think of them as old. So 40 years have passed, and now you're going to see Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray looking ancient, and the other guys are dead. So, I don't know. I have no interest in seeing kid Ghostbusters.
In previews for it when I went to see James Bond, and I was kind of like, really? This
it was like Girl Ghostbusters. When they made it, you're like, why are you doing this? The Ghostbusters by itself is still great. It's fine. And no new generation needs to be exposed to a crappy version of that because it just kills the nostalgia it divides two generations. Watch the old movie. If your kid doesn't like it, that's fine.
And this actually looks like, the trailer that we saw looks
terrible.
I don't know. It looks like it's tying in the story.
Of course it's tying in the story.
And then
it's called
Rudd
Ghostbusters.
gets in there.
Right. But it's going to suck unless you're a meek-minded individual.
It'll be a good family movie.
For Christ's sake, bury him.
I've got a quick Wild World.
All right.
Oh. Hello, my friends. I'm Brady Bogan, and this is your Wild Wild World.
No, that's an elephant. That's a howling dog. That's an elephant.
I couldn't find the stuff on the replay fast enough.
I think it's the third row down all the way over to the right.
All right, hang on.
On bank 3.
Hang on.
Is it 31?
Bank 3.
No, the cock is 31.
Well, that's 31 is the cock, yeah.
So it's 30.
30? Oh, all right. Well, hang on a second.
This is your Wild Wild World.
Start it over. Start it again. Start it all over. Stop the music. Stop the music.
Man,
all right, here we go.
Dance,
If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right.
I'm hoping this is gonna work.
Brady, go ahead.
I've got a quick Wild World.
Music.
Hello, my friends. I'm Brady Bogan, and this is your Wild Wild World.
Go. There you go.
Yes.
And then play the elephant again when he signs out.
All right.
Eventually, you guys won't need me, and it's right after Sheba hits a penny. Get used to all these buttons because that's right.
In Aswan, Egypt, there's been some heavy rain and flooding. And because of that, it's caused scorpions to head indoors.
Ugh.
500 people have been stung.
They get some bigger ones, don't they?
They have the Arabian fat-tailed scorpion.
Yikes.
Which translates from Greek to man-killer. They're considered among the most dangerous scorpions in the world.
Why do you keep hitting that?
And they're highly toxic venom.
You can only hear it.
That could kill an adult.
So they're the equivalent of Scorpion Hagen.
Yeah, they're the big boys.
The giant, fat, gross scorpions that keep trying to get into your house and you don't want them there.
But most of the time, if you're not dying, don't worry. You should be able to survive it for the most part, but you'll have pain, fever. It will. Sweating, vomiting, diarrhea, muscle
tremors.
Worse than
COVID. My grandpa got stung by one of those giant African scorpions. I was waiting for Brett to start laughing.
He was waiting for you to finish.
I paused for Brett's giggle. Yeah, he got World War II by it, and they captured it, and it was about as long as this forearm when they unfurled it. It was massive. It was one of those almost dark black ones. Like I said,
Brett, Jesus.
And it was it was huge. It was hung like it had a
What color was it?
It was black and it had a huge
Midnight
stinger,
black,
massive stinger on it, and it snuck up on my grandpa in the bathroom and got him from behind. Those damn African scorpions. No, it was humongous. They had and it was one of those 1940 something pictures where it was that sepia beigeish black and white thing.
Yeah.
But the scorpion was gigantic, and it stung him in the back, and he was sick for like a month in New Guinea.
That's your wild, wild world.
No giggle on Guinea.
I was getting the buttons ready.
No.
Russia blew up one of its own satellites with a missile yesterday.
Cool.
I heard about this, but it
Now
caused
the
some
debris.
problems.
Yeah, well, okay. There's the story.
Shut up. Yeah.
No, that's all I said. Tell him what problems it caused.
Dory Dick. Why would he? You've ruined it.
I have not.
The debris is
it's just like watching Caribe and Mark talk on Channel 12. And Mark's like, tonight in Russia. And Caribe's like, oh, yeah, the satellite that got blown up by a missile. It's like, shut up, Caribe.
The debris is threatening the space station. And all 7 astronauts on board, of course, are a little worried about it. We've got 4 Americans, 1 German, and 2 Russian cosmonauts.
Can't we put like a plow or a train scoop on the front of that thing just to bang off all the stuff that could... Yeah, it seems like, if I'm smart enough to think about it, how come they're not?
If Clooney makes a movie about it, you'd think we'd have the device for it now.
Right. Why in the world are we so stupid and that we put this giant fragile thing up in space and then we don't put like scoops or blockers on it just in case?
Yeah.
We don't know what's coming at it.
And these scoops and blockers will... At least you'd think some of the design of the space station can take some things hitting it. But according to this, the debris is moving at 17,000 miles an hour.
Right.
10 times faster than a bullet.
So put like wedges all over the outside of it, or build a better model. Don't just. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. You got to me. If I say, okay, the problem with space is, maybe put some inflatables up there. I know there's no air, but if you did something and you said, there's stuff moving around up there at about 20,000 miles an hour, it's like, oh, we're going to need some deflectors. Like that's my first thought beyond building anything else.
This isn't the first time Russia has done something like this. By the way, they tested a similar missile last December. But it didn't hit anything.
Yeah, well, that's kind of neat. Oops. It looks like we're going to have to blow some more things up then, I guess. Little tiny things. Little baby missiles will blow up all the debris and will make tiny debris. So it's just going to rain down Russian debris now here pretty soon.
We've got a Totes Adorbs kitten, a 4-month-old Russian blue cat named Midas. He lives in Turkey. He's got 4 ears, and he's gone viral. And now the owner has set up his own Instagram page.
4
for
ears?
Midas. Yeah. There's a picture of Midas.
Where ears are supposed to go?
It's kind of like a big set and then a small set of ears underneath.
Huh. Brady, you could do with that.
Whoa.
Get a couple extra ears on there.
Whoa.
Put some added flaps on there.
Send this to you, John. I'll send you a picture of it.
All right. Yeah, I need to see it because I'm looking at Midas, the 4-eared cat, right now.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That is kind of neat. We should start breeding these.
Frank Towers is from Minnesota. He's 44 years old, and he was arrested in Minneapolis on Friday after he got naked at the airport. Started pleasuring himself, too. Got into it with a TSA agent.
That reminds me.
Threatened to kill him.
Take my pants off. Forgot about that. Brady report's on. I got to get my pants off.
And when the airport police told him to stand down, or refused to, because he yelled, "It's a free country!" Jesus. Then they threw him down the ground.
Naked Brady report is better.
Winston just tuned out.
Oh no, he can't figure out why he wants to be part of it. That's good nudity.
There's a video that's gone viral. A female audience member going on an epic rant. I think it might have been. It could be a couple of years old. A Toledo date night. But
Is it my ex-wife?
but this actually is from happened last Friday in Minneapolis. It was the opening night of A Christmas Carol at the Guthrie Theater.
It's called Christmas Carol?
Well, yeah, she was upset either at her date. She told someone, "You ruined my night at the play." And then she said they're all mocking Shakespeare while watching an English play in the round. This is evidently, I don't know how this turned into that, but by yelling Macbeth is a curse, basically.
I don't go to enough plays. I didn't know that was a thing.
But she flat out loses it. And the theater...
Boo! Boo!
I guess we missed the first part.
Oh, my God.
Christmas Carol thing is to get out of a Christmas Carol. Get out of my country.
It is Dawn.
That's Dawn. That's your ex-wife.
Wait for the last screams.
Boo!
Boo.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah, because these are the ushers at it.
And this is just A Christmas Carol? The play?
Yep. Wait for the Kennison.
Here, they're mocking Shakespearean drama while they watch an English play in the round. Losers.
Losers.
Losers, all of you. You don't know what that is.
She might have a point. The play looks like it's about half full.
There's no difference.
Get her out of here.
Wow.
She didn't, they couldn't get her out of there.
No, they had to wait for police.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Still got my PTSD.
Macbeth!
Thank you so much. Get your cook ass up and get me out of here.
Been away from you for 11 years now, so we're
Start
good.
the Yaris. We're leaving.
You're leaving.
Wow.
Let's get to a couple of radio videos.
All right, John, I sent those to you.
Did you get the last one I sent over to?
Oh, I didn't.
Brady's seen it earlier, so.
Okay.
First one's a mountain biking race, and the guy beefs it, and he gets up after this.
Here he comes.
I think he's in shock.
Oh, here, he's got a nice jump there. Oh, face to the ground, roots and everything.
Gets back up, and
He's
in shock.
Nice.
He's got more
Nice
riding
recovery.
to do. That was a great recovery.
Yeah.
I didn't see much shock there. That dude knocked it out.
He didn't. He died at the end of the run.
Oh, that'll shock you. What a shame.
My friend, get up!
That's a pretty good crash. Those tree roots that's trouble.
The next one is another bike accident, and this guy gets folded up like a Samsonite under a bus.
Oh, no!
And he wiggles out of there.
Oh,
He's trying at least.
Well, those are called death twitches.
Yogi Kudu under the bus.
Man, how did he get in that predicament in the first place? He had to see the bus.
Tried to cut it off.
Yeah, I guess. He was trying to jump in front of it. Wow. That's how Hagen feels when the lady's on top.
And then Brett sent one over.
Yeah,
it's people having fun with Swiss balls.
Oh, Jesus. I keep getting
the exercise ball?
Yeah, the exercise ball.
You sent it to me?
Yeah. I forwarded it.
Oh, maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't get the...
You got it, too. It came from Rico.
Oh.
Right.
Rico? Suave.
Rico Suave.
Was it on my emails?
Yeah. No, I got it, yeah. I just got to pull it up.
All right, make it snappy.
Make it snappy.
Pick it up, kid.
Yeah.
It's your KUPD account.
I'm sorry, John. I thought this was all...
Yeah, this is a poorly run operation.
Wait.
Hey, I sent it. That's all I can do. I run the sound over here, not the video.
Not to me.
All right, here we go.
Dummy.
All right. We've seen this one before. Hang on, I'll forward it to... Right.
It's a full reverse
I asked
flip.
Brady if we've seen it, but...
I don't remember that, but...
All right, John, it's coming to you now.
Oh, I can't wait. This is
riveting.
Yeah.
It is.
Riveting stuff.
Hey, it's girls getting hurt. It's got to be good.
All right, I'm interested. Okay.
They got their Trulies out. They're slugging down some Trulies. Broke out the Swiss ball and decided to do the old, kind of like the sumo wrestling.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think that's Diet Coke on the table there.
That's an old style.
Okay. Whoa! She jumped into it.
Completely in the dark.
You didn't get it yet?
You guys are terrible. You're also terrible at describing
John.
Yeah. What I know is that a girl drinking a Truly made you guys giggle.
Yep.
That's it. That's all I've gotten out of it.
She went to a hogging party with the guy as the hog.
What? Describe the video to the blind, you dumbass. Somebody tell me what's going on.
The guy grabs the Swiss ball, and they do the sumo collision because he's using it as his gut.
Yes.
And they do a chest bump, and he basically lifts her completely off the ground, and she does a reverse somersault flop onto the ground.
Who brings an exercise ball to a bar?
They're at their house.
That's their house.
No, they're at
Must
home.
be at Brady's frat house.
It's during the pandemic games.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll never, ever see it.
Nope.
Man, you
Doesn't
missed
look like Toledo knows how to push this in my direction. Anyway, well, someday technology will make it so you can quick fire videos to somebody, but today, evidently, that's just impossible. Well, my pants are off, boys, and it feels nice. I've sent a photo over.
Oh, yeah, you have.
Highly recommend the Brady Report is.
You're going to keep that equipment, right?
Huh?
The equipment that's in your
I don't know.
hand and crotch?
I'll spray it with a little Lysol. It's not so bad. You should see what I do to this microphone after the show.
Oh.
Got to be in. I'm gay now.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it lives at your house now.
That's exactly right. The new studio that's here. All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Brady Report, brought to you by Hooters and Bud Light. It's 98 KUPD.
You guys partake?
I'll partake.
98.
Hit me.
98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.